Alright, Shalom, this is Kanaksha Banyan Sha'ala from the GMS Lions Den Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Harikak Wadash, Ma'amach. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. I was just reading in the book of Psalms today, and I ran across Psalms 52. And it was just pretty much it was explaining the annihilation of Esau, man, of Edom. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick lesson on it. It's not going to be too long or anything like that. Just probably a quick hitter. But the Spirit jumped on me to do it. All right, this is Psalms chapter 52, and the point is in the headline of the of like the prologue. You know how when you have your Bible, right before the chapter starts, it has like the little footnotes or whatever you call them, and it's in the top. It says the chief musician Mashil, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech. So and he knew that Saul was out to kill David around that time. And he was trying to set David up to be killed. And that's what Esau does, man. Esau always tried to set us up, man. Even from the beginning, man. Alright? Even from when we went into Babylon, they helped the Babylonians. They helped the Babylonians, pretty much burn down the temple and take us captive, man. They led Babylon in there and pointed us out when we were hiding, and when some that got away, Esau pointed them out. As a matter of fact, all right, this is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, that's another point saying they're going to be cut off forever. All right, and that's what they do today, man. They try to divide and conquer, man. They got Jake fighting against among Jake, and Esau's the one that's stirring that up, man. That's been doing that since the time of slavery, when they used to teach the house slaves or house niggas against the field niggas. All right, light skin against dark skin. All right, and you still have that to this day. Our people hating each other because of the tone of their skin, man. All that comes from Esau and us being in captivity. It says, Obadiah 1 and 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. All right, because they stood there and helped them out. It said, but thou shouldst not looked on thy brother on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, right? All right, strange to the land of Israel. It says, neither shouldst thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldst thou have spoken proudly in the day of his distress. All right, thou shouldst not enter into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity, yea, thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. All right, and that's what they were doing, man. They were helping Babylonians come and steal all of their stuff, man. All right, then they came in right back around in 70 AD, and they burnt the temple down, helped burn the temple down the first time with Babylon. Then they burned it down themselves the second time in 70 AD. All right. It says, verse 13, it says, thou shouldst not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity, yea, thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those in his strait, in his that did escape, neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. All right? And that's the point that I was getting, man. And I wish there was a scripture that I could find. I found it a long time ago. But basically it was saying that the wicked transgress and claim that they don't transgress, and pretty much accuse us, basically saying the wicked transgress and hide their hands, saying we have done no wrong. They do not obey your laws, pointing at being an accuser against us. All right. Let me go back to Psalms 52. All right, Psalm 52. It says, "The chief musician Mishkel, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech." And what he was doing, he wasn't really being loyal to Saul. His alternative was just get one nigga out of the way. That's his whole mind and thought process, man. It says, Psalm 52, it says, "Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man?" All right, so who is it talking about? Who is the mighty man today? Esau. All right, because during the time of Saul and King David, they were of servitude, so they weren't mighty at that point in time. So this was a prophetic saying. All right, it says, "Why boastest thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of Yahweh endureth continually." So Yahweh's like, just because I'm a God of long suffering doesn't mean I forgot about my people. All right, he's still going to be good to us because he promised. It says, "Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully." All right, and matter of fact, all right, this is John 8:44. Because some 2/3 of our people are playing right in the hands of this devil, man. It says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." And that's the point. Going back to and that's the Most High talking about Edom, man. All right, the tabernacle of Edom. Let me go back to Psalms real quick. Let me see, which one is it? Is it this one? Oh, Slakia. All right, this is Psalms 58:3. It says, started 2. It says, "Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." And who does that? Esau, man. I said, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies," man. "Their poison is like the poison of a serpent, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear." So they go all the way, their wickedness go all the way back to the time of the serpent in the garden, man. All right. So let me go back to chapter 52. All right, this is 52:2. It says, "Thy tongue," Psalm 52:2. It says, "Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, Selah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever." All right, and that's the point right there, man. Destroy thee forever, you know. It says, "He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living, Selah. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness." It says, matter of fact, hold on. All right, this is Ezekiel 28:3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel." He's talking about Esau. It says, "There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver unto thy treasures. By thy great wisdom, by thy traffic hast thou increased thy wisdom, and thine heart is lifted up because of the riches." All right. And that's talking about America initially, but it's also talking about the so-called white man, Esau, the devil. All right. So back to Psalms 52. It says, all right, it says, Psalm 52, start at verse 4. It says, "Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place. All right, that's the same thing that Obadiah 1:18 says. And root thee out of the land of the living. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. And you got 2/3 of our people that are falling behind the same ways of the so-called white man, which is the devil. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of Yahweh. It said, the name of the Lord is like a strong tower. Those that the righteous shall run up in them and then say, I trust in the mercy of Yahweh forever and ever. I will praise thee forever because thou hast done it. And I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. And that's the point. But the point was in verse 5 where it says, Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. All right? So that just caught my attention. Another scripture saying Esau is going to be totally obliterated. All right, so it wasn't talking about just Doeg, because they weren't. Edom wasn't a mighty nation at that point. All right, the Most High hadn't rose them up yet. They were in servitude under us. They hadn't broke that yoke. All right, they didn't partially break the yoke until after King David. All right, with that being said, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amonth. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.